आप बोलोगे? कुछ बड़ा चढ़ा के मत बोलना। नहीं सर, जो भी है वही होता।
Hello, online. Are you able to listen? Please make sure if you are able to listen. Sir, it's a Sunday, sir. That is okay. Maybe.
Sunday क्या Monday है? Sunday उधर उधर no festivals, no Facebook, no Instagram, no WhatsApp, also only for
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Today we have Mr. Prakash Rauser, who is an ex-IRS officer of 1996 batch. He have completed BSc and MA in English, MA in Economics, and he also holds PGD, post-graduation diploma in Criminology and Justice, Communication and Journalism. Right, sorry. So he have been teaching in different cities across the country like Delhi, Bangalore, Lucknow, Trivandrum, Vizag, Bhubaneswar, and Hyderabad, are to name some. He handles some of the important subjects for UPSC, for example, geography, ethics, economics, and also internal security. So he have rich experience of working as Assistant Secretary in Ministry of Finance, Additional Commissioner in Income Tax and Intelligence Division, and also worked as Officer in Special Duty in Department of Revenue Intelligence. So welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. That's a very small introduction. Good. So good morning to all of you. Am I audible? Are you able to hear me? Right. I don't know the name. There is one number here. 9743. Naam chupane the kuch nahi hota beta. You can write your name, no issues. Miss D. Kaveri, Miss Purika Lokesh, and Miss Pooja. She has an iPhone and she wants to know that she has an iPhone. Right? Fine. That's wonderful. I welcome you all to this session of geography. Geography as an optional. We all know that UPSC has three main stages, one being the prelims. Don't be under the illusion that prelims is a multiple choice question. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can choose one and you're bound to be correct. It's not the case. It's not that easy. Our gut feeling says, or rule of thumb says, or are given 4 options in the prelims part, GS part. One option can be eliminated very easily. For the discerning look, you can eliminate second option. Third and fourth. If at all 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 3 can be eliminated. I am stuck between 2 and 4. Many a time we'll be compelled to take out a coin from our pocket and go for a toss. Don't you ever do that. It's UPSC. Many faculty members, many teachers, many students also tell that UPSC is difficult. Though I'm from Delhi, I will try to use a little Kannada for your comfort level. UPSC ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಸರ್. ನೀವು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ನಾನು UPSC ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಬ್ಬೋ ಹೌದಾ, ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತಾರೆ. It's very difficult in the general opinion about the people who are sitting for UPSC. I disagree with them with all due respect to them. They might be my seniors, they might be my great people who always say that UPSC is difficult. No, I beg to differ with them. UPS is not difficult, it's different. It's a different ball game altogether. The way you prepare, the passion you have, and the perseverance and the professionalism you have, it becomes, I don't say that it becomes easy, but definitely not difficult. Let me give a small example, either hypothetically, but let me give a small example. Every year, when UPSC declares the results, we have toppers coming in. First rank, second rank, below 100, there are so many people. This year, All India rank 24 was my own student, Miss Sahitya Pusapati, All India rank 24. Last year, All India rank 2, Jagrati Avasthi, was also my student. And with that confidence, I can tell you, the people who get top ranks in any examination are not superhuman beings. They're just ordinary, common people like any one of you, like you and me. How are they different? Let me ask you. If you can please answer the question, I would be happy. Welcome, Ms. Bhuvana Prabha. Does the topper have two invisible hands? No. The boys here, they say, no, sir. They don't have pretty two ordinary hands like we have. So can I assume that they have an ounce of brain extra? No. Even the topper doesn't have an extra brain. They have the same size of the brain that we have. Oh, I forgot. Possibly their day has 28 hours. No. They also have 24 hours. Okay. They have a different food to eat. No. Ade anna saru now tinti, ade anna saru avaru tintare. They have a different books to read. No. For all of us, only Lakshmikant is polity. One day, when I was preparing for my civils, people did tell us that don't read Lakshmikant Parliament all at one go. I read the whole chapter, Parliament. For a few days, I lost my brain. Seriously. So, for all of us, Lakshmikant, Majid Hussain, Khullar, Leong, all the same people, same books. So, they are not different. How are they different then? How is a topper of UPSC different from any one of you? So, the three boys sitting in front of me, remove Sanjay. Remove.
No, sir.
Why would I remove Sanjay Sri? Sir. Right. So, what makes a civil aspirant a successful aspirant? There should be something. There's something there. They're different. The answer for this question is 3 P's. 3P model. First, passion. Have passion towards UPS. Ishtavirbeku. Elli ishta idre, alli kashta illa. Ishta illa, ella kashta. Why are you preparing for civils? I can tell you many reasons. Sir, my cousin's friend has cracked, so I want to crack civils. It was dad's wish. Now, appa amma kanusasarodu or helta idru nanu civils madbekanta. No. Then you can't. Are you personally interested? Do you know what it takes to become a civil servant? Do you know what it happens when you are a civil servant? What kind of environment you are going to live, that you should feel it. Let me give a simple hypothetical example. A very simple example. For sure, in a country like India, where there is a poverty, absolute poverty, not figure or data-based, real poverty. We have seen many people in really poor conditions. ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡತನ ಇದೆ, ಬಡವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. And there is a system where ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಗರೀಬ್ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ್ ಯೋಜನಾ, ಅವ್ರು ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ನಭಾಗ್ಯ, ₹1 ಕಿಲೋ ಅಕ್ಕಿ. ಅದೇನಂತಾರ, ನ್ಯಾಯ ಬೆಲೆ ಅಂಗಡಿ, ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ₹1 ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಡವರಿಗೆ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಒಳ್ಳೇದಪ್ಪ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. There is a queue in front of it. Somewhere at the 40th position from the starting point, there's one lady standing with 2 children. They didn't have food for the last 2 days. Today the shop is open. Somebody said the rice has come. They're distributing rice. She can go and buy rice now so she can cook and feed her children. She's standing in the queue. Who in this country can assure food on her plate? Politicians? No. Business people? Not even Ambani, Adanis. Not even Tata for that matter. Who? Who had the real power to put the rice, given rice to her on a plate? It's only a civil servant who can do it. It's only a civil servant has the power to see that every mouth, every hand is fed in this country. That's where a civil service comes. It is a service to the nation. Are you that Indian? You want to help your lesser privileged brothers? Are you the one who want to see that they have schools, they have hospitals, they have medication, they have infrastructure? Then yes, it is. For that, will become a civil servant. Not because it's a parent's dream or somebody said it, somebody is doing it. Do you have it in you to crack service? A simple question. So, my personal idea was to help the country become a better country. I'm a chemistry graduate and a gold medalist at that in BSc. I got a job, what you call today's campus placement. Those are no campus, but in organizations which come for bright students, I was picked among them, and I was given a job in a Wockhardt Limited as a medical representative. People go to the Thai and medicine, they sell medicine to the doctors. After 4 years, after 3 years and 3.5 years, I become a district manager. What are the medical rep? I got promoted. I was doing fairly well. But I got fed up. The reason is that I was making a billionaire a multi-billionaire. With all my hard work, talent, effort, what all that is there. With my effort, somebody else is becoming richer. Not the poor person, not the common man. The moment idea came to me, within few minutes, I think less than 5 minutes, I took a decision. I resigned. Whatever the money I had in a bank account, I gave some to my mother and started preparing for civils. First attempt, I did very well. Films, I think it was 72%. A very good score. Mains, I took economics as optional because nobody wants to tell us what is achievable, what is there in it, what is the depth of the subject. I was fascinated with the graphs and all, Lorentz curve, Laffer's curve, Ricard inequivalence. Because of my mathematical background, I thought I can do it. But much more analytical knowledge is required, which I did not possess. Today, I am one of the Keynesian macroeconomists in the country. I'm good at it. But I failed in my mains. Because I was not guided enough by my friends or my teachers about which option to choose for. I failed. I failed my mains with 8 marks. Next year, I decided I will do a lot of research before I sit for my paper. Prelims, I was sure. Interview, I was very sure that I would crack. I knew that. It's not that I'm talkative, but I was confident about my communication skills. Having worked at the medical rep, spoke to the doctors, spoke to different people, my communication, my negotiation skills. And I had, fortunately, I had a very good habits as for what you call as hobbies, special interests. I used to read a lot of autobiographies. But I wrote it. I wrote a reading autobiography, and definitely I'm going to grill on that. I know that. Which book are you reading now? So I'm reading this book, Lee Iacocca, the book I was reading at that point of time. They asked me questions about it. I answered them, but I was through. But main problem was means. Prelims, fundamental knowledge, I have it. Thanks to my general knowledge. I could crack interview, I knew that. But to read there was a middle part, means. Means, general studies part, all right, but optional was a challenge for me. I really did a lot of research, what to do, which optional to go for. And those days we didn't have Google. Like I could download a paper and from PS and IR, or I could take sociology, anthropology, philosophy, and look at a question paper. We used to go to UPSC and apply 50 paise, 1 rupee per copy. We used to take the paper and see whether anything is possible that we can answer. No. Having a chemistry as my background, some scientific thinking on a background, I saw the geography paper. It helped me a lot. It has physics, it has chemistry, and many of the general studies subjects were overlapping with geography, unlike any other subject. Geography had everything in it, what not. Almost every general study subject had it. Ecology, environment, sociology, polity, what we call geopolitical theory. Economy, of course, commercial geography, human geography, population studies. And of course, we had my favorite area, minerals, rocks, petrology, metamorphic rocks, sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks. Then soil was a wonderful subject for me. For example, black cotton soil. The color of black soil is black because of the mineral called titaniferous magnetite, an iron aluminum compound. I could correct with it. Then that soil, if there are engineering graduates here, probably they will know, especially from civil engineering background, they know the answer for this. Black soil shrinks on wetting and cracks up on drying. ಯಾವಾಗ ಹೊಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಕಪ್ಪ ಮಣ್ಣು ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಕಾಟನ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ, ರೇಗೂರ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಇನ್ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ರಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್. ಇನ್ ವಿಂಟರ್, ಇನ್ ರೈನಿ ಸೀಸನ್ ಅದು कीचड़ बन जाता है, ಕೆಸರಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು. It shrinks actually. Why? They are called self-ploughing soils. Why? Because of the presence of mineral called montmorillonite. This much of information. And the advantage I had in geography is that I didn't have to mug up anything. Like Article 14 to 18, right to equality. No need to memorize anything. Everything is scientific based. And everything has a reason analysis. Then I took geography as optional. I got 334 marks in it. And today we'll start a batch for you called Target 350 Plus. The name of this geography optional batch at Topper IAS Academy, Bengaluru, is Target 350. ಇದ್ರ ನಾವು ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಡೋದು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ 350. 350ಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು 335-40 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. how to crack geography as optional. And before that, let me confess, let me make a very, very categorical statement. Has Praveen joined? Yeah. Choosing an optional is no one's business to advise. No. If you want to walk up to me and say, Jayaprakash, which option should I choose? I would not outrightly advise you anything, because it plays an important role in your score. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 4, maximum score is possible. Or 250, 180, 190 is possible. Ethics and integrity and aptitude. Wonderful. Ecology, environment, internal security, disaster management, earthquakes, volcanoes, floods. Again, geography plays an important role, notwithstanding that. Nonetheless, yeah. Who said anything? Praveen ji, bataiye. Mr. Praveen?
Yes, sir.
You said something.
Yeah, sorry, by mistake.
Could you speak louder? It's not that I'm hard of hearing, but.
Sorry, sir, sorry.
What for?
No, nothing.
All right, never mind. Good. Okay. Dr. Rajkumar, medical doctor. Anna or Hetrodu. I happened to meet the family once on my visit to Bengaluru. I met Mr. Upendra in Vijayanagar. We keep meeting people. Intelligence division, we have a lot to do with this. Where our money is, we are there. Elli hana kaasidre naavu alli irtivi. Bella idre iru hoguttalla, aa tar naavu hogtivi. Fine. Dr. Rajkumar, welcome, beta. So, if you were to ask me which option to choose, outrightly, categorically, I say that I have nothing to do with your optionals. But you can tell me, man, you have come to talk about geography as optional. I would say, come again, Dr. Rajkumar. Louder, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dr. Rajkumar.
Good morning, sir. Pleasure to see you, sir.
Oh, really? You know me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just saw the ad and then it's nice to see you, sir.
Oh, my pleasure, Dr. Rajkumar. Are you a medical doctor? Are you a medical doctor? Fine. Anyway, that's okay. Could be a PhD candidate. Because generally, my experience is medical doctors choose anthropology. But good, I'm having you in geography. That's also very good. Fine. Categorically, I would say that I don't know. Don't ask me. It's your personal decision. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಾನು ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್. ಇದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. No one has a right. We can't. We should not. Honestly. In that, I can wind up the session here and go away. I say, you do whatever you want to do. It's your choice of taking optional whichever you want to. Since I've seen that, I've walked that path, I've trained, these hands have trained with thousands of candidates in India and hundreds of successors for the past 6 years of active teaching. And before that, I used to teach as a hobby. During service as well, I used to teach. But only a selected group, whoever interested to has come to me. Which option to choose from? Purely a personal decision. Let me be as categorical as possible. Now you were to ask me, so which is the better optional? I've rounded off 3 or 4 subjects, sir. I've gone for sociology, I've gone for anthropology, I've gone for geography, and I've chosen something else. Maybe I've chosen botany, zoology, chemistry, whatever it is. And which is the better optional for me? You give me a list of strengths and weaknesses in front of me. What is your ability to understand? What's your ability to grasp? Then I would advise you. I would definitely advise you which option to choose for. One such optional where you can score much better, rather much better than any other optional, is geography, undoubtedly. 2015 topper Ira Singhal has geography there. So I would not buy that argument that geography as an optional is difficult to score. You can't get success from there. I would not purchase that argument. Sorry for that. I would not take that. It's possible. And it's possible to score much better marks in geography when compared to other things. The best advantage of geography optional is you don't have to mug up. Don't have to learn by rat method, nothing to do with by heart. It's a pure subject. In fact, I don't call it a subject. Geography is not a subject. It's a conglomeration of subjects. That's one subject. Jasti subjects. It has petrology, climatology, oceanography. It has geomorphology, geomagnetism. Apni ek subject. Geology, in fact. Then we have geopolitics. Today, what China threatens us that about a Belt Road Initiative, we'll learn that. We learn about Mackinder theory, we learn about heartland theory, we learn many things. Lot of things you can do. And it's very interesting as well. And the other advantage of geography as optional would be wherever you are trying to write an answer, you can score 1 to 1.5 additional marks by just writing a map. But in crust and mantle, there's one discontinuity called mohor, which is discontinuity. In your 10 marks question, 150 words 10 mark question, you are explaining the characteristic of crust and mantle, upper mantle and lower crust. And you're writing mohor discontinuity. There, you can draw one small diagram and name it. And with a different ink, you can write this is a crust, this is a mantle, and this is a mohor discontinuity. What are the characteristics there? For drawing that small diagram, you get 1 to 1.5 marks additional, other than the text, which may not be possible. A diagram may not be possible in PS and IR or philosophy or socially for that matter. You score more in geology that way because you have a diagrams to draw. Like many students ask us, so why not anthropology? So let me ask you a simple question about anthropology. What is the basic difference between human being and an animal? Louder.
Human being himself is an
Yeah, it's called Homo sapien. Rather, we are not that better animal than compared to other animals. Yeah.
human is a social.
Homo is, that's what Aristotle said. But I would correct you. Sociable animal. We are social, all right. We are more sociable. We can adjust according to society. Now I came to Bengaluru. I am a North Indian. Who North Indian? Delhi ka hu main. I get down at Majestic or I get down at airport or I get down at railway station and I can't talk to a local auto rickshaw driver in Hindi or Punjabi. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಮೆಟ್ರೋ ಹತ್ರಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟು ತೊಂದ್ರೆ? 200 ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಬಾ. I can talk to them, I can connect them. That's where the advantage of human being. But anthropology doesn't say it. The difference between a common man and animal is the gap between your fingers. Literally, the difference is this. No other animal can make a fist. When a monkey is close, you can hold a branch. But only a human being can make a fist and take a sharp stone and kill the animal. That brought about the supremacy. That's pure anthropology. Then you can draw one small diagram and you can explain notions. But geography, almost every answer you can have a diagram, you can have a map. That's what we call cartography. You'll have almost 4 to 5 sessions when almost 20 hours will be spending in cartography, and that day online will not work. You need to come to the institute, please. Because I'll be making you hand-holding exercise when map is concerned. You know, to come sit with me, draw the map, show it to me, get evaluated, and then. Let's go now next to El Nino, the warm air coming from Peru coast. From Pacific Ocean, it goes to Australia. From there, it enters the equator, then Indonesia, then enters Indian Ocean. Then it enters India, and El Nino comes, will not have enough rains. सूखा होगी बेटा अकाल पड़ेगी एल निनो से ಅದು ನೀವಂತೀರ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಗಾಲ ಬರಗಾಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಗಾಲ ಅಂತಿರಲ್ಲ ಬರಗಾಲ and Tamil is called పంజం తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఉంటే అది కరువు మీకు తెలుగు వచ్చా ఎలా వచ్చు
ఫాదర్ సైడ్ తమిళనాడు ఫాదర్ సైడ్
அப்படியா తమిళ పేసం కన్నడ తెలుగు మూడు మాట్లాడతారు సంతోషం and being a North Indian I know these many languages as well. The advantage of being a civil servant is this, and that too a fellow like a cursed soul like me who have worked in intelligence, we know all languages. Fine, anyway about it. I think in Malayalam they call kshamam. If there are any Malayalis friends, they would know kshamam. Anyway, coming to the story, this El Nino is a phenomenon. And you have to explain El Nino or La Nina in an answer. How wonderful diagram it would be. Draw South America, west of South America, Peru coast, then enter Australia, Pacific Ocean, from there enters equator, Indonesia, then from there it enters Indian Ocean. I can assure you, if you draw the perfect diagram, we'll get 2 marks for it. Again, I'm not trying to discount that your text should be compromised. No, I never said that. Your text should be perfect. Your technical explanation should be perfect, which I'm there to help you. I'll do all the hand-holding exercise as for writing answers are concerned. In fact, not a single day during our preparation does it happen that you leave the classroom without writing the answer. I don't know, I don't care. What your emergencies are, your exigencies are, and all, I don't know. You're coming to class, we have done the chapter, we discussed it. Then I'll give the question. You need to write it, get evaluated by the faculty, then leave the classroom. If I'm not happy with your answer, warn you, a word of caution. I'll make you write again and again till you achieve the perfection. That is concerned, yes, I'm very strict. I don't spare anyone, come what may. I don't care who you are. I don't know, nor do I care. पहले बता रहा हूं बेटा, बाद में ज्वाइन किया, बाद में बोला यार सर आप इतना सताते हैं. हाँ, सताऊंगा. जो मेरी मकसद है वो पूरा करने के लिए मैं आपको सताऊंगा, जरूर सताऊंगा. इतना सताऊंगा, बेशुमार सताऊंगा. अगर तैयार है तो ज्वाइन कर लेंगे, वरना पहले यार बता रहा हूं. Sir, you didn't tell me in the other first day itself that you're going to trouble us like this. No. पहले बता रहा हूं. I'll make hell out of your life till I get the correct answer. Only then will I allow you to exam. पहले बता रहा हूं. Again, don't blame me later on. I want all your answers there and get evaluated, bound in a book. Your all answer sheets are filed and kept. Then we'll start preparing, your revision classes start. Then I'll remind you, what did you write that day and why the result is not coming today. I'm a very, very bad teacher as far as that is concerned. I'll give you homework, and not homework, the classwork itself. What do you call it? I don't believe that you go home and do it. मैं ये नहीं मानता कि आप घर जाके करके आएंगे, मैं नहीं मानता. मेरे आगे मैप ड्रॉ करने पड़ेगा, मेरे आगे आपको आंसर लिखना ही पड़ेगा. And you feel pained that I'm going to trouble you, best wishes to you. Choose another optional, another faculty member. I'm not going to spare any one of you. And if at all you thought that it's a kind of a marketing trick that I'm using it, then you realize it at a later date, or I meant it. So geography as an optional, we'll be taking you through a journey now. How we go about, how we learn it, what are the best aspects of it, we'll see that now. So I would like that girl to come and help us. Ms. Supriya has joined us. Where's my PPT? Yeah, that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On your screen, a little oblong, though I made it elliptic, you are seeing the Earth. This picture of Earth is not a drawing, it's not a graphic, it's reality. In 1971, when Apollo was sent to moon, it captured a photograph of India. And that's the photograph you're seeing on your screen now. That's the Mother Earth. पृथ्वी है ये हमारी, हमारी माँ है. ये माँ की फोटोग्राफ है. It's our mother's photograph. Mother Nature, Mother Earth. What does it contain? What it should have? Everything there. Now, can I write something on this? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Right. I can write here. Yeah, that should be fine. Geography. What is it all about? What is geography? Bhugola. Bhugol. And the yen arthad. How to study for geography? I'm talking about those students who are new to geography or do not much about geography and all. Though we studied geography from 6th standard onwards, we had a separate subject called social studies from 6th class onwards. Am I right? Or much before that? Around 6th, you had a serious geography classes. Your teacher used to come and teach you about the solar system, the planets, stars, moon, earth, and everything. So how to prepare for geography? What is it in geography that we can learn it easier? Man, Prakash, you sound very confident about geography. Namge na hedru agatte, nam hedurkontivi ನಾವು geography ಹೆಸರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟಂತ ಈಸಿ ವಾ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ. Many people ask me, man, you're so confident about geography. Is it that easy? I didn't say it's difficult. Again, it depends on your individual preferences, the way you prepare. But let's sum it up geography in 5 aspects. ಭೂಗೋಳ ಅನ್ನೊಂದು ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ 5 ಅಂಶ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 5 aspects to it. ये 5 पहलू है. कोई है भी ना हिंदी बोलने वाले यहाँ पर? I will not switch to Hindi then. है कोई जो प्योर हिंदी बोलने वाला? नॉर्थ इंडियंस कोई है? आशा जी? Kaveri is a Kannada girl. Purvika is also Kannada. Because Lokesh I know. Who? Okay, Kaveri is from Kerala. But she Kannada name, right? ನೀವಂತೀರ ಕಾವೇರಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ನಾಡು, ನಮ್ಮ ನದಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ನೀರು. ಏನಂತೀರ ನೀವು ಜಾಗ್ರಫಿ? ಕಾವೇರಿ ನಿಮ್ದ? You're an upper riparian river man. You got to share water with Tamil Nadu. And you're going with Megadadu project. What to do? Bengaluru doesn't have drinking water. Even your right is right. ನೀವು ಕೇಳೋದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ. ಸರ್ ಕುಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರಿಲ್ಲ ಸಾರ್. ಆಯ್ತು ಬಿಡಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ ನಿಮ್ದೆ, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕಾವೇರಿ ನಿಮ್ದೆ. Right. But I don't know. Kaveri is morely a Kannada name, as much as I know. I know usually people by the names. Okay. Supriya is any name? I don't know. All girls have come. Boys, Rajkumar has gone. Rajkumar. He came to say hi to me. Possibly. So geography, 5 aspects to it. There are 5 aspects to geography. Number 1, location. Second, region. Third, place. Fourth, movement. This is V. Okay. Movement. Fifth, and very important, human environment interaction. Geography has 5 aspects to it. That is location, region, place, movement, and human environment interaction. Those of you are good at English, अब जितने बच्चे यहाँ पर हैं, if they're all you are very good at English, you tell me, sir, 1, 2, 3 are same. The 3 are synonymous to each other. ಅದು ಏನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಸರ್? ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ತಾನೇ. ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ರೀಜನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ. ಏನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿಬಹುದು ನೀವು. Beg your pardon, my Kannada, I am not a Kannadiga, but let me be categorical about it. Because you don't expect me to speak Kannada all through. To make you more confident that yes, I can speak your language. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟಲ್ಲ. Though I learned it. Even before I come to class, because there are many students who are from interior Karnataka. They may not understand every term I use. So what I do is, before I come to class, I prepare. Wherever the terminology, jargon and all, I use the Kannada expression for that. So you feel more at home. Yes, location, region, place. In other languages, maybe in language part, they may be similar, but not in geography. Location you are seeing on your screen, number 1, is about coordinates. Where is India located? So India located in Southeast Asia. It's in Asia. It's a peninsular. You have Arabian Sea towards left if I'm facing north. To my left is Arabian Sea, to right Bay of Bengal, my back is Indian Ocean. On top I have Himalayas. Further you can say it's a Gondwana plate, sir. It's a Eurasian plate. That's not location. Location is the coordinates. In other words, latitudes and longitudes. Where is India located? 8 degree 4 minute north to 37 degree 6 minute north. So location is all about coordinates, longitudes and latitudes. 68 degrees 75 minutes east to 97 degrees 25 minutes east is our longitudinal extent. So I can tell you. There is run of cut to Arunachal Pradesh. We are expected. And in between from there, in Indira Call, in Dras sector to Kanyakumari. Technically, India doesn't end there. India ends at a place called Pygmalion Point, 6.5 degrees north in Great Nicobar. So all this data you can do it. Any place on the earth, including this place, Topper IAS Academy, where I am standing, there's a latitude and longitude. Then the three boys and this young lady, Miss Asha, standing, I have a latitude and longitude different between both of us. They are different. I don't know where are you sitting in different latitudes and longitudes. It's all the way. To know exact point in the world map, we should know the latitudinal and longitudinal extent. But latitudes are meant for understanding the radiation level. How much sun's ray do we reach? Does it reach the place? For example, we are a subtropical country. Tropic of Cancer is going above. From Rajasthan, then we have Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. The Tropic of Cancer is passing through. We are subtropical people. It's hot, humid, cold, all different parts. So that part we learn in location aspect. Then come to region. Region, we are tropical regions. Then we are a polar region on the top. Then we are equatorial region, torrid zones we call it. They're different regions. Again, our climatic part, this comes handy. What is the wind movement? What is the cloud movement? How the clouds are formed? What are jet streams here? We learn all that in the region part. What kind of wind movement we have? What is the kind of soil we have? What kind of a rainfall we have? Monsoon we have? Everything. Whether we have 30-degree horse latitudes in the country, whether we have a doldrums in equator, all those technical terms will be learning in the region part of the geography. Third is the place. Place, we are in Asia. In Asia, we are in Southeast Asia. And Harshvardhan Singh, admit him. Harshvardhan is definitely a North Indian. Am I right? Yeah. Right. So, place we are Southeast Asia, we are peninsular. There used to be a sea called Tethys Sea, where once upon a time, what you call today Himalayas, there used to be a sea called Tethys Sea, and we are Indo-Australian plate. If at all you go to temple and you want to perform a puja, the acharya, the priest, would ask your name and do the sankalpa. Most of your Hindu boys and girls, as much as I know, they do sankalpa. In that, they tell you where you are. You tell the God where you are. Who are you? You tell you. Your Hesuru, Gotra, ella tilkodtare Bhagantage. Adre ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಹಾಗೆ ಜಂಬೂ ದ್ವೀಪ, ಭರತ ವರ್ಷೆ, ಭರತಖಂಡೆ, ಮೇರೋಡ್ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ದಿಗ್ಭಾಗೆ, ಜಂಬೂ ದ್ವೀಪ. India was Jambu Dvipa. There's geography there. Bharata Varsha, Bharata Khanda. We are a subcontinent by ourselves. Our country is Bharata. Bharat Desham, Bharat hai. And we are a Jambu Dvipa. We are not a peninsula. We were an island first. On the three sides, we have water. On the bottom, on the top side also, there was a sea called Tethys Sea. So, that's not there. There's a tectonic plate movement there. And that should have had Himalayas. There is one reason why Himalayas are a high seismic zone today. Himalayas are very high seismic zones. This is the whole of Himalaya area, Jammu Kashmir, Himalaya, Nepal. They're high seismic, earthquake prone areas. That's the indication. So we have the region, place. Then movement, wind movement, water movement, ocean currents, intertropical convergence zones. All we have there, we learn about the wind movement, with the earth rotation, the velocity of the earth at the equator, the highest. हर्षवर्धन सिंह is waiting. अलो किया था ना बेटा आपको? हर्षपुतर आए नहीं अभी? Isn't joining? Did he join?
No.
अच्छा, धमकी दे रहा है. हाँ जी, हर्षवर्धन सिंह जी आइए बेटा. Where are you from?
So basically, I'm from North India. It's
कहाँ के हो?
Uttar Pradesh, sir.
उत्तर प्रदेश में कहाँ रहते हो?
Uttar Pradesh, Balrampur, sir, Balrampur district.
अच्छा, बल्लापुर.
Yes, sir.
हम लखनऊ में थे बस.
हाँ सर.
लखनऊ, बलिया, दियोरिया सब घूम के आए, लेकिन पता नहीं. जी.
नहीं सर, ये बहराइच के पास पड़ता है.
बरेली.
बहराइच.
ओके, कभी गए नहीं वहां पर. धन्यवाद बेटा. आइए, अब स्वागत है आपकी क्लास, मेरी क्लास में आपका.
थैंक यू
क्या
सर.
कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर बेंगलुरु में? क्या कर रहे हैं आप? काम करते हो?
नो सर, बीकॉम सेकंड ईयर.
अच्छा, चंगा जी. और काफी टाइम है आपका. आइए बेटा. तो स्वागत है आपका हर्षवर्धन जी.
जी सर.
तो देयर वाज दिस what do you call movement, wind movement. When the earth rotates west to east, the earth rotates, and there is centrifugal force. When an object rotates like a top, it creates a centrifugal force. You want to understand centrifugal force? I'll give a simple example to all of you. At kitchen, your mummy is making a chutney in a grinder. Don't disturb her. You see, for example, idli batter or dosa batter or chutney, the mixer jar has a cap and there's a hole in between. Don't do anything, just look from down. You find that the batter or chutney is rotating up round the way and it's touching the wall of the jar. In between, there is an empty place. That's centrifugal force. So when earth rotates, it throws the wind out. That's what we can learn in movement. We can learn ocean currents, tides, everything. In fact, we go to some botany, pollination, cross-pollination happens with the wind. And last, of course, where we come across a human-environment interaction is all about climatology. How we have brought about global warming, how we brought about the heat on the earth, what is ozone layer depletion. Here we learn a lot of things about Montreal Protocol, Kyoto Protocol, what all the government has, especially most of the dynamic data as for your questions in mains are concerned would come from human-environment interaction. Most of them are static data. Nobody can change the latitude of India. It will remain same. But most of your dynamic questions, what the current affairs, what we call a current affairs in geography part, environment, ecology, climatology, then we talk about landslides. For example, Western Ghats in Kerala. We have Miss Kaveri from Kerala.
Kollam, sir.
Kaveri?
Kollam.
Kollam, she knows it. Kollam, Kottayam, Alpula, they're all nearby to Western Ghats. Because we have been digging up Western Ghats, whenever there is flooding, the water comes to Kerala. In fact, Miss Kaveri is one of the worst sufferers of Western Ghats landsliding part. That part we learned there. Definitely they're going to ask you a lot of questions related to carbon footprint. A lot of things happen where human beings have morphed, have changed geography for his or her own selfish needs. You have damaged the earth like never before. We have been doing it. Thanks to all the efforts we have done. What all the effort we are doing by controlling chlorofluorocarbons, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, perhexafluorides, and we are controlling the methanol, greenhouse gases. We have achieved a landmark, if not significant, but it's definitely a better achievement, I can call it, that we have gone back as for the ozone layer is concerned, ozone depletion, in 2020, we have gone back 40 years and we have reached 1980 levels of, we have tried to arrest ozone layer depletion. And sustainable development. In fact, we have one full or two full sessions on sustainable development. So forestry, greenery would all come in this human environment interaction. Geography is as simple as this. The 5 aspect geography you can bring out on your fingers. Can break down all the geography syllabus into 5 aspects of it. That would be my answer for those who say geography is a vast subject. No. It has vast subject, has a depth. But which subject doesn't have it? And you're not sitting any for other ordinary examination, right? It's UPSC. Considered one of the toughest examinations on the planet. So, it's not that difficult, I can say. If you can understand geography, it's only 5 aspects of it. You can break down all the portion to 5 aspects of the study, and each wise we can finish off one chapter to the other, what all the topics we get. That will be easy for us to learn. Right. What should we do? Go back? Ready? क्या हो गया ये? Oh, switch off. Achha, we got back. Right.
Connected.
Achha. We should connect to Zoom. Hope I not messed it up.
Systems. Hang हो गई.
Hang हो गई यहाँ पर भी. Hey, hold on, boys and girls. We are trying to get it connected again. ओ पता नहीं कुछ कर दिया बेटा मैंने.
आपकी स्लाइड चाहिए.
मुझसे स्विच ऑफ ಮಾಡಿ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅವರು.
देंगे. PPT मतलब ओपन.
Not my fault, right?
No, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. And overlay, bache? Only cover is there. Right. हर्षवर्धन चले गए? क्षमा चाहता हूँ बच्चा लोग, वो कुछ हो गया टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम. यहाँ के लोग कहते हैं कि मेरी गलती नहीं है, लेकिन शायद मैं मानता हूँ कि मेरी गलती से हो गई है. हो जाता है. हाँ जी, संदीप एंटर्ड, हमने एडमिट कर दिया संदीप जी को. थैंक यू वेरी मच. तो geography is an optional. Let's dispel the myth that it's very difficult and vast subject. I am not denying that it's a vast subject, but it can be learnt easily. ಕಲಿಬಹುದು, ಏನು ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಷ್ಟವಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ UPSC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟವೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. I am not trying to say that it's a cakewalk like this. There's no subject. Because you see, even a topper would not get more than 54, 55 marks. In the recent years, in 2018, we saw all India rank 1, Anudeep Dhuri Shetty got 57.83 marks. Even this year topper, what's the name? Shruti Sharma. Shruti Sharma. She got 53 marks, highest. So I can't say that every subject is a cakewalk. But no subject can guarantee that you get 70, 80. But yes, with my kind of confidence, I can tell you, scoring 350 is a target for us. The very name of the batch is Target 350. 350 is a possibility. It's a possibility. For 500, it's 350. It may look, that's all. Man, in my 12th class, I got 99 marks in that. It's not that paper, because we never know how they're going to ask. But with my kind of an experience, which I carry to the classroom, and with confidence, I can say 60% of the questions we would have answered them in the classroom. Be it dynamic or static, current affairs or static data, I can assure you one thing. 60% of the questions we would have answered them in the classroom comfortably, including mapping. What the relevant map goes for the question also, I'll make you prepare. That's called cartography. We have few sessions on it. Then online will not work. You need to come to the class. Even you're staying outside Bengaluru, you need to come, stay here, finish off your cartography, finish off your test series, and go. That's the possibility. So advantage is this cartography will be the end of all the subjects. I will call a class session. I'll make you do the mapping part. So yeah, geography is one of the most popular optional paper. इसको हम यहाँ ला लेते हैं. Among many optionals, geography is one such optional which is a favorite among engineering graduates, science graduates, and also arts graduates. Everyone has something in it for them. It's not in fact one subject. Geography is not one subject. It's a conglomeration of subjects. It's a bouquet. A guldasta hai. Now, and as I told you, Ira Singhal in 2015, then Soumya Pandey, fourth holder, and every year close to 3,000 students across India opt for geography. And I make sure, and I very well intend to make sure that each of you will pass out from geography paper. That's my guarantee. You do, you work the way I tell you in the classroom, and let's see why you won't get it. Why you're not able to score? Because I'll be evaluating your paper. I won't entrust that job to someone else and go away. I will sit with you. I will answer each of the paper. Each line, every word will be checked. And a standard 1/8 mark will be deducted for every error. With grammatical, pronunciation, what you call spellings, punctuation, everything. UPSC standard is 1/8 error mark for every error. That means for 8 marks you lose 1. For 8 errors you lose 1 mark. So strict evaluation will be done, and I will be evaluating your paper. That's a guarantee to you. And I don't see that, and I don't intend to say that you will not be successful in geography paper, provided you follow all the guidelines that we provide you. So they took geography the optional and they did crack it. It's not that we can't do it. Now, many aspirants, wherever we talk to many students, they say geography is my optional. Then generally we ask why. The best answer is, I've said, it's ideal for us. It suits us. I'm confident about it. Why? Because it's the only subject which has the highest overlapping with general studies subjects. What all you studied in films, like economy, geography, there again, environment, ecology, science and technology, including genetics, all have something to do with geography. One of the highest subjects with overlapping of general studies. That the advice we say, because you already prepared there. Almost your basement or your foundation of 30 to 40% is already prepared in your optional general studies preparation as for prelims are concerned or GS papers are concerned. When you study internal security, you have done your DM there, disaster management there. You studied floods, earthquakes, Richter scale, Mercalli scale, P waves, S waves, body waves, surface waves, everything, low waves, rally waves, everything we have done there. It becomes helpful for your internal security paper as well. And you have done all your borders as well. Ratcliffe Line, McMahon Line, Nagaland issues and all. Myanmar issue, Bangladesh. That would be easy to connect with it. If at all I say Sikkim, Chicken's Neck, you can very well look at a map and say, oh, yes, sir, this Chicken Neck I remember. The only land connectivity with northeastern states in India. What you can do? We learn mountains, we learn the terrain, we learn the different soils, we learn the flood-prone areas, we are the submerging areas, we are the coastal areas. We have done all that. Now, my idea would be the pros and cons of it. Harshvardhan bahar gaye the, aa gaye beta. He has come back. The session intends to tell what are the advantages and disadvantages of geography. To only infuse and instill some kind of a confidence in you. Nimgu ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕದು ಬೇರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇವತ್ತು that's why the very reason I came to ask you to tell you that geography is a better optional when compared to other subjects. Again, I'm not trying to say that. So you are from literature background. And yes, you can. Why not? You can take Kannada literature. Earlier, Kannada literature was something comfortable, but not anymore. You know that. especially Das Sahitya, they are taking the mess out of it. I know. Start from Rashtrakutas and Hoyesalas, we start. To the new poets, new writers, Shivaram Karant, Anant, U. Anant Rao, then we have Kuvempu. In fact, I come from Kuvempu Road only. Putana. So, there's no end. Unfathomable. In geography, you don't have to memorize anything. The only subject I can divide into 5 units is geography. No other subject can be divided into 5 units and say this is that easy. I want to dispel the myth that geography is very difficult. So, I'll give you the pros and cons. What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages of geography? I'm not here to tell only everything good about geography, but I'll also give you the answer for it. Where are the pitfalls for it? Yeah. Now, let me go back. ठीक से दिखाई नहीं दे रहा मैं. I am not visible.
Yes, sir.
खड़े थे तो बैठे थे.
अच्छा ज़्यादा खड़ा हो जाऊंगा यार.
अभी सही है.
सही है. अच्छा. वैसे कौन सी खूबसूरत चेहरा है मेरा. आवाज सुनिए ना. चेहरे में क्या रखा है यार. Old man. I don't look like it. I'm 55 years old. I'm as old as your dad is. But I meant in a good physique. और डाई करता हूँ. So I don't look. अच्छा रहता ना. You want to look young? Not that I want to flirt anyone, but fine. So let me be once again. Let me reiterate. Let me be as categorical as possible. Let me be as simple as possible. Choosing an optional is absolutely a personal decision. A niji मामला है. Please don't come to me and say which option to take. I would not advise you that. Now, you come to me with 4 optionals. And each option you take an answer sheet, and take a question, answer that question. One from polity, IR, PS and IR, one from sociology, one from anthropology, one from some other subject, whichever you are, write and get the answer. How to choose an optional? If I were you, I would go to Google, UPSC optional question papers. UPSC will give you download the PDF format. Take the question paper, choose one question at your comfort level. It could be 150 words or 250 words, either one. Take one question and write the answer. Not blindly after preparing. Read the relevant data and write the answer. And get it evaluated. It could be for Kannada Sahitya as well. Write the answer. And get it evaluated from your faculty. Or any person you know. Based on that performance, at least you are able to score more than half of where your real talent is there. Your ability to express your ideas better, then that would be your natural talent for the subject. I can't blindly say that, man, geography will be your wonderful subjects. I can't say that. I won't say that. You can prepare. Like I said, every individual, like you, I, everyone, we have our own strengths and weaknesses. Some people have a great memory. They can remember. They understand Article 52, the President of India. Fine. They enjoy polity and please go with it. They understand history. Please, Mubarak ho bhaiya. इतिहास अपनी ऑप्शनल है, चंगा है जी, कर लो. No one stops you. But there is a catch there. Look at the depth of the examination. Look at the kind of a question they're asking. And look at the trend in it. So, And each of you, for UPSC especially, they come from a different background levels. Some are engineers, some are medical doctors. I know one BSc nursing student. She is not a medical professional. She is a paramedical. She understands only little of human body, not all. She was working as a nurse. I know her. Then she came to us. Then he asked her, gave a task. Choose the optional 4 or 5 of you. Then she chose. I asked her to write an essay. I didn't let her go. I made her there. I gave all the books in the library. She referred. She took 4 hours to write 4 answers. After referring to the material. Then I said, for you, with your kind of a knowledge, geography would be better. And she cracked. 300, she got 217 or 218 rank. And she had some reservations, so she got IAS. Possibility. So I would not tell that geography is always the best option for everyone. No, I would not say that. Please, save me from that. Tomorrow you will not come and tell, I took geography because, man, you told me. No. ನಾನು ಆ ಥರ ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಾಗ ಬಂದು ಕೂತಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ geography ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ. I'm not going to spare any one of you, please. I don't care a girl, I don't care a boy, I don't care elderly person, I don't care an younger person. What all matters to me are your 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 tongue, and your hand, your fingers. That's all. I see you as a human being. I don't care for your gender, whoever you are. So, लड़की हूं डांटते हो क्या? बिल्कुल कोई शक. सर ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಸಹ ನಾವು ಇದರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಗೇನು, सभी को डांट तो पड़ेंगे बेटा. पहले बता रहा हूं, बाद में बताना कि आपने नहीं बताया कि आपने डांटोगे. खूब डांट पड़ेंगे बेटा. पढ़ाई नहीं किया तो डांट पड़ेंगे. I teach with all the passion and I expect it back in your answer sheets. Am I asking for too much? मैं पढ़ाने में कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ूंगा बेटा जी, ये तो बात पता है. I'm telling you in advance. I'm very passionate as for teaching is concerned. But I expect the same passion from you when you're writing the answer. Right? And you have a professional background, you have... क्या हुआ बेटा? कौन कौन है? आशा है, कावेरी, पूर्विका, लोकेश, प्रवीण, श्रुति, सुप्रिया. हर्षवर्धन भाग गया. अच्छा, वो होता है बेटा, कोई बात नहीं. This thing to happen. Not network issue. In 5 minutes, they'll understand what Jayaprakash is, what geography is, everything, and then run away. Jayaprakash समझने में 1 साल लग जाता है बेटा. अरे, for last 5 minutes, you're making a laugh. Yeah, I can. पढ़ाई के समझ चलता है. लेकिन now, while giving the answer, I won't spare. पहले बता रहा हूँ, don't blame me later on. So, a candidate, every aspirant should look into what are the advantages, what are the pros, and what are the cons of geography. In fact, for that matter, any optional subject you take. What is your expertise level in it? And many students come from, sir, I come from commerce background. Can I take accountancy? Can I take management? I saw chartered accountants unable to perform management paper. There was a girl. She had done her from IIM Bengaluru, MBA, postgrad diploma in management. She could not solve management paper. Because everything is so deep. Please. So, do your own research. My intention is to tell you what geography is all about, but that does not mean that you blindly go with it. मैं कभी ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि भाई आपके लिए geography सूट होगा. ನಿಮಗೆ geography ಸರಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೆದುಕೊಂಡು ತೋರಿಸಿ ನಮಗೆ. Now you can give it in the office. They'll send a photocopy to me. I mean, they take the photograph and scanner and send it to me. Then you can. Now, from there, you or any girl or boy can particular topic after outweighing the cons. Pro and con. What are the advantages you have? You can look at it and go for it. Yeah. Now, what are the advantages of geography and option? Geography के option के advantages क्या होते हैं? ಏನು ಲಾಭ geography ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ? पुष्पा जी, ऐसा पुष्पा जी है. पुष्पा जी आइए बेटा. And where are you from, Pushpa? Miss Pushpa? I am. Good morning, Miss Pushpa. All right, she's not answering. Advantage of geography. Geography is a scientific subject. It's science related, more of a science related. Hello? चलो कोई बात नहीं. It is scientific subject. What all the scientific aspects you have learned since your childhood days, you would come across in geography. Chemistry, physics, botany, zoology, ecology, environment. Everything around you is geography. In fact, our whole body is our geography. ನಮ್ಮ ಶರೀರವೇ ನಮಗೆ geography. To touch your fingers, I mean, 2 hands and rub it, you will find soil on your body. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರು ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಮಣ್ಣಿಂದೇ ಕಾಯ, ಮಣ್ಣಿಂದೇ ದೇಹ, ಮಣ್ಣಿಂದೇ ಸಕಲ ವಸ್ತುಗಳು, ಮಣ್ಣು ಬಿಟ್ಟವರಿಗೆ ಆಧಾರವಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ನಮ್ಮ ಶರೀರವೇ geography. You have heat in you. Ms. Pushpa, could you please mute your background? Pushpa, Ms. Pushpa, I'm audible to you?
Okay.
थोड़ा वो बैकग्राउंड वाला बंद कर दीजिए बेटा. So all the subjects, it could be science, medical, medicine, engineering, environment, ecology, whatnot, everything in geography. Our body is geography. Do we have water in the body? Yes. Do we have air in the body? Yes. Do we have heat in the body? Yes. Everything. What are the 5 elements? Panch bhut tattva tantra adam shabdalugede. We are geography. You don't have to search somewhere else for geography. And not an abstract something like psychology, philosophy, Allah. It's pure science. You can see it. When you see your soil, you remember, okay, this is red soil. The money is red, okay. It has ferrous oxide. It has Fe2O3. All right. Remember. You find a rock. It has a thorium, it has uranium in it. Every element on the earth is geography. So that would be connecting to us directly. Many engineering graduates, medical graduates, those who do not want anthropology, because usually medical graduates take anthropology, but otherwise they can. Most of the science students, they can. The other advantage I would like to say, there's no mugging up. No need to memorize any data. Everything is logical. Welcome, Ms. Sandhya. And no mugging up is required. Don't have to memorize any data. Please. Stay away from it. Learn it. Don't learn it by heart. No rut method will help you. Learn it, but don't have to learn it by heart. Just analyze it. ಅದು ವಿಶ್ಲೇಷಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? Why an earthquake erupts? Why does a volcano erupt? Ask. It has a science base for it. भूचाल क्यों होती है? पी वेव है, एस वेव है, बॉडी वेव है, सरफेस वेव्स है. For everything there's a reason. There's a tectonic plate movement. There's a fluid called magma. The magma, when it comes out, called lava. So a lot of things there. How do I believe that the lava, this Karnataka place is called Deccan lava plateau? What should I believe? Govinda Raju. Welcome, beta. Now, I don't know how many of you have read it. If at all, you look at the forest called Adilabad forest. You found basalt rock there. In Adilabad forest, there was basalt rock. We did a carbon dating. Found to be 6 crore year old rocks. 6 crore year old rocks are found in Adilabad forest. Can we have access to Google in this?
Yes, sir.
Without deceiving this.
Yes.
Yeah. Adilabad forest. Gitanjali has entered. Adilabad forest. No. Why? उसके आगे कुछ और लिखना है. Basalt rocks. Basalt rock. पता है बैसल. गूगल नहीं है क्या? All right, go back, beta. During the meeting. Yeah. Yeah. You have access to Google, not now, but later on. Write down somewhere in the notebook, basalt rocks in Adilabad forest. Then you'd find that these basalt rocks have come from the oceanic crust. Okay. They have come from the oceanic crust. That means that they were sea 6 crore years ago. And what you call today is the Adilabad area. The whole of the Tethys Sea was there. Then the Gondwana plate got elevated and all the story. I will tell you in the classroom. So the Deccan lava plateau, rocks are there. Chemical engineering will help you a lot. Right? And you need to understand it. Only thing, understand the concept, you'll remember. Right? Another best part, you want any material for geography, there's availability of it. Though there are some standard books like NCERT books and all, we would anyway advise you. And I'll be giving you one particular book called A to Z of Geography. All the terminology of geography are there in a glossary form. I call Geography Dictionary. All A to Z terms of geography will be given as a book to you, as a study material. You can take that book with you, learn it. Any terminology you come across, just refer to the book, you'll get the answer. For every term, I'll explain a few lines on it. So that would become easy for you to learn. And it has an overlapping with general studies as for the prelims and main seconds. As I already told you, the highest amount of overlapping is from geography, which I'll be showing you on pie diagram in a few minutes from now, where you have the advantage of it. Yeah. And geography becoming more dynamic in nature, especially climatology, geomorphology, geomagnetism, geopolitics. All these help. In fact, the dynamic nature of geography is so actually it leads to ancient history. If at all you see, about 6 months ago, the carbon dating was done to a river called Tamraparani in Thoothukudi district. The sand of the river we carbon tested, we found that the civilization was dated back 3,000 years ago. So we conclusively can say that the Dravidian area had a better civilization when compared to Aryan civilization. A prolific and a fluent civilization existed in southern India. So no one need teach South Indians that, see, we brought culture to you. If at all, Harsha Shiragavi. Already. Larka hai? Obviously. Harsha larka hota hai na? So we have that. So one data you can search about Adilabad rocks, basalt rocks. Second, you can learn about the Tamraparani river in Thoothukudi district of Tamil Nadu. And the best part, when S.R. Rao and D.N. Mukherjee excavations were done in Harappa and Mohenjo-daro in 1921, S.R. Rao, your Karnataka, Hubballi ಅವರು ಧಾರವಾಡ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿನವರು S.R. Rao ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ. And where possibly gold was found in India those days? Kolar goldfields. Otherwise, gold would have been available only in South Africa, but South Africa was not discovered by the time. So possibly Kolar goldfields have one of the richest histories. Even much before Rashtrakutas and before that, we have known that civilization existed in southern India. These examples you write in the answer to show the carbon dating methodology. If you don't get extra marks, you tell me. The evaluator will be highly impressed. because you'll have that wow factor. How are you unique? The kind of an example you've given in the answer sheet, it makes you cut above the rest. You are a standalone candidate. You stand out. Because I'm a UPSC evaluator, I'll tell you. Sometimes you come across the paper, wow, kya baat hai? That makes the candidate outstand. You score above, an add-on to you. That's the knowledge you bring to the subject. Geography is not just geography. For the past 5 minutes, I've been talking about history, ancient history. That's where geography is all about. Yeah. Candidates can also use what I learned geography in the essay paper on various topics. Environment, ecology, disaster management, I told you. Internal security, again, geography comes handy there. A different added advantage. And you come to interview, you're called personality test. One of the starting questions is tell me your coordinates. Recently, one candidate from Thiruvananthapuram attended an interview. The panel asked them, how is Thiruvananthapuram weather different from Delhi weather? So you should know about your own area. What kind of climate you have, what kind of weather system you have, what are the wind system you have, what are the rivers that flow, what are the crop that you grow, what kind of a soil you have. The logic is simple. If you don't know your own place, what do you know about the country then? ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಗಲ್ಲಲ್ವಾ? I can tell you about coffee plantation in Karnataka. Muleppangiri, Baba Budangiri, Sakleshpura, coffee plantation, laterite soil. Because I studied geography, I can. Horanadu, Annapurna temple. Then there are the Adiga people are there. Then you have a coffee plantation there. You take me to Kalaburgi, there's one place called Afzalpur, where you grow sugarcane. You ask about Rashtrakutas, Manyakheta, today Malkhed. There's one Brundavana there. I guess it is some Madhva saint, a great man, a great leader. The Brundavana is there. You go to Hampi, we can talk about that. Vijayanagar Empire. You should know about your own. So there's advantages. If at all I ask about Karnataka geography, it's a small geography. Karnataka itself is a wonderful geography. You should know about your own area. You can call Male Sime, Bailu Sime, what all that you call? Malenadu, Bailu Sime, Prastha Bhumi, what do you call it? You have the hottest place, you have the coldest place, and the wettest place. Agumbe is called Chirapunji of South India. Heavy rainfall. Raichuru, 46 degrees centigrade. Hottest place. See, you have everything. So you should know about your own place. And geography helps you know your own place. I can confidently say that many questions from your interview come from geography background. With your own story. Geography is not our subject. Right. So, you can ask question local geography candidate, hometown, like soil, Shivamogga, Sagara. I'll ask you about it. So, where are you from? So, I'm from Bagalkot. Then I talked about is Jolagarotte. The way you grow jawar there, the way you grow groundnut there. So we know that. Shivamogga, we have sugarcane cropping. Mandya, we have sugarcane because of it needs alluvial plain. Kaveri flows next to it. So you know, have the details. I'm just talking about your own place, Karnataka, because I mean, an outside man from Delhi knows about Karnataka so much. How much you should know about Karnataka then? I know Tamil Nadu also. I know Kerala as well. The moment we asked Ms. Kaveri, she helped us. She's from Kollam. Her place is very famous for prawns exports. Am I right, Ms. Kaveri?
Yes, sir.
See, that's geography. A day would not be very far. You are a walking encyclopedia about India. That's UPSC preparation young ones. Adu preparation andre. Yenu kelidru nam answer kodabeku. In fact, your whole Ballari, Chitradurga, Tumkuru belt, iron ore. What kind of an iron ore is here? What is Ballari is all about? What manganese is found there? You know? So again, I'm leaving it to you. The kind of minerals, the kind of vegetation, you have it. Now I'll show you one pie diagram. How much does each subject contribute to geography? Have a look on your screen. First, we'll start with physics, 11%. I'm going the clockwise, please. This part. मैं लिख तो नहीं सकता हूँ. चला. Geography 11%, chemistry 11%. Physics, what all you have? Your velocity, centrifugal force, centripetal force, wind movement, jet streams. Those from engineering background, they know Laplace, they know nebula hypothesis, accretion. Then we have jet streams, where the pressure gradient force and Coriolis force are equal and opposite to each other. A few kilometers thick, hundreds of 1,000 kilometers long, and 100 kilometers wide, upper air circulated called geostrophic wind. That's physics. Coming to chemistry, we have Cl, silicon, aluminium, nickel, ferrous combination. We have two people waited, Chaitra joining and Chaitra joining. Both are Chandra, is it? Okay, admit all. Okay, thank you very much. Oh no, yeah. This is the problem. Aji. So, chemistry. I told you titaniferous magnetite, we said different manganese ores, bauxite, what not, everything. Gold, aluminium, uranium, thorium. Again, Miss Kaveri should help us. Miss Kaveri, Kollam, you have this monazite sand, right?
No idea, sir.
Your beaches have monazite. That's again a very good source for thorium. If at all we have thorium reactor, thorium we can develop our own nuclear energy instead of getting uranium all the way from Australia and Canada and France. We get our own energy. We have thorium. Plenty of it. We don't use it. We can't because we don't have to make a reactor for it. Because we didn't sign IAEA agreements. India did not sign CTBT, India did not sign NPT. We didn't sign either of these treaties, Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty, Non-Proliferation Treaty, because we have two of our neighbors who are nuclear powers. So India refused to sign, but we went on with conducting tests. So we didn't care for non-proliferation, nor we can take Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty. We want to show the world that yes, India is a nuclear power. परसों गलती से वो पाकिस्तान में चला गया मिसाइल, कुछ हुआ नहीं है. हमने टेस्ट करके देखा कि जाता ही नहीं है. टेस्ट ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ವಾರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಾರಿ, गलती से आ गई है, लेकिन मकसद पूरी हो गई. You need to have it, then you don't have to get uranium for that. You have your own thorium. That's the advantage. Chemistry, biology, all plantation, flora, fauna you can call, you'll find it. Now, can anyone tell me why lions are found only in Gir forests in Gujarat? Why not anywhere in India? Haji? Anyone? Why lions are found only in Gir forests? Lions are found only in Gir forest, Gujarat, because they need dry grass and hot weather. That's why Asiatic lions and African lions are found only in equatorial or dry areas near Tropic of Cancer. Whereas tigers, they need greenery. They can't live in dry areas. For all Indian snakes are neurotoxic snakes. We have one of the most venomous snake called Naga Naga, king cobras, are found in India in a place called Sundarbans. Don't you worry, I'll teach you all. I'll tell you everything about every animal, every tree, every plantation, national parks. Then we talk about plantation, everything we'll discuss. The kind of a forest we have in biology, we get sociology, otherwise called human geography. Who are we? How are we living a society? Indian tribal population, Indian tribal culture, our urban areas, urban conglomeration, urban agglomeration, urban issues, hygiene, whatnot. Drinking water facility, pollution. What is urban migration? What are the farmer protests all about? Why we could not implement Swaminathan Commission? What happened in Shantaram Committee report? Human geography as such. And what kind of a population we have? Population growth rate? Engman, how many kinds of population growth rate can we have in geographical terms? In calculation. For growth rate, I want only growth rate calculation. Now, there are two kinds. AAEGR, average annual exponential growth rate. Then second is decadal population growth rate. Human geography is such a wide subject there. Then again, economy. Economy again, commercial geography, transportation, national highways, railways, airways, freight, goods, everything would come there. Ashok Patil. Is Ashok Patil there? Has Ashok Patil joined? Yeah. Yeah, ho? Yeah, माझ्या class मध्ये. Got delayed. Ashok? There are Patils in Karnataka also. No. Mostly Patils are Maharashtrians. Am I right, Mr. Ashok? Ashok Patil?
No, sir, he is from Belagavi, Karnataka only.
Okay, okay. I understand. Belagavi, border of Karnataka and Maharashtra. Marathi पण बोलतो ना तुम्ही?
Sorry?
मराठी बोलतो का तुम्ही?
मला मराठी कळते, बोलायला येत नाही.
हो, म्हणजे कळतंय पण बोलायला येत नाही, बरं आहे. मला मराठी पण येतं, हो.
हो, असं काय? ठीक आहे, ठीक आहे. He is one of my friends, so I...
Okay, okay, fine. Never mind, fine.
Yeah, sure. Thank
I'm just trying to showcase my talent to all of you.
That's we are very inspired from you. Like you are speaking 5 to 6 languages, right?
I speak 8 languages.
8 languages.
Including Gujarati.
Nice. Great, great.
क्या करे यार, नौकरी है, वो भी intelligence वाले.
That's nice. Okay, thank you, sir.
It's not nice. You understand the pain when you join the service. Right, good.
Yeah,
So,
yes.
Economy. We have transportation, we have everything. Economy, commercial geography, whole of it would come there. Minerals, transportation. Why Mumbai is called Cottonopolis? Why Ahmedabad is called Manchester of India? Why did Sir Thomas Roe and John Munro both went to Jahangir's court in 1600 to seek permission to build a factory in Surat? And why only in Surat? Because these people wanted cotton. They wanted cotton. And cotton was grown only in Maharashtra and Gujarat those days. A good staple cotton. And because there was a black cotton soil there, very good soil. So they want to construct a fort in Surat, so they took permission, because those days the whole of Gujarat area was under control of Mughals. Then you know the history. From there on, how it happened. After the Britishers came, first Portuguese came, then French came, then Dutch came, then the British came. Then you learn it in the modern history. But geographically, that's very important. Why Jharkhand? Is the minerals are there. Chhattisgarh, Dantewada forests, where are iron ore located, what are minerals they have, what are kind of everything would learn in economy. Right. Then public administration would give you around 7%. Sociology 19, economy 11%, and public administration. Again, we learn everything about the labor problems, the society, migration, how to control them. Then, of course, the largest share goes to environment and ecology, which is where most of your dynamic questions come from. Almost all dynamic questions of environment, ecology would come here. But all the questions you ask about climatology, in that you can answer the question, why Bengaluru it rains morning 9 o'clock and evening 5 o'clock. And what you local guys call it as Sarkari Male. Am I right? Exactly when you're going to school, it rains. When you're coming home, it rains. Why it rains in the month of March in Bengaluru is an answer, is a geographical pattern. Is Bengaluru the same? It used to be. Once upon a time, lauded as a pensioner's paradise. In 90s, 98, 99, I remember when I came to Bengaluru, I used to stay in Vijayanagar 4th block. It was almost like a heaven to us. We call it air-conditioned city. Today, Bengaluru is selling air conditioners. How much change has come in Bengaluru? How much pollution has come? What kind of a traffic jam is there in Bengaluru? You take Silk Board Road, you take Mekri Circle, Hebbala Road. It's painful. Now don't ask me that, do we have to learn everything like this? Yes. So I made around what are the contribution as for general studies overlapping is concerned. These many subjects contribute this much to geography. So almost 70%, if not 70, again, 60 to 65%, we have done a foundation study in already prelims and GS studies. It's not very difficult for us to crack geography as an option. Yeah. Geography is a scoring subject. The biggest advantage of geography is scoring. Here, you don't have interpretation. They will not ask you interpretation. Hello? Miss Pushpa, is it your intention to involve other people into the classroom?
Hello?
Do you intend to add other people into the classroom?
Sir, no, sir. Public service in working hours.
You're working hours.
Sir, okay.
You're working now.
Sir, Belgaum bus stand.
Don't tell me you are standing in Belagavi bus stand and attending my classes.
Sir.
I'm flattered. I'm flattered what I should celebrate today. Seriously. Never mind, Miss Pushpa. Do whatever you want to do. Come on.
working place.
I understand. I appreciate. I fully appreciate your earnestness in learning the subject. You're attending my session, although you're traveling in a bus stand as well. Yeah, it reminds me of my own days. I used to study in general compartment of a train as well. While traveling home, I used to prepare for my civil exam in general compartment of train. You can imagine. Hey, beta, I'm honored, beta. काफी अच्छा लगा ये सुन के कि आप बस स्टैंड में बैठकर क्लास अटेंड कर रहे हैं. काफी खुश हुआ बेटा मैं. ऐसे मिठाई खाना मना है लेकिन आज खा लूंगा बेटा. बड़ी इज्जत दी बेटा मैं. चना बेटा जी खुश है. थोड़ा म्यूट कर लो ना बेटा. वो गाड़ी की हॉर्न सुना दे रही है. हाँ बेटा चंगा पुत्र बहुत अच्छी बेटा बहुत अच्छी. अरे यार सीख लो पवित्र पुष्पा जी से सीखो. बिटिया ना बस स्टैंड में बैठ कर पढ़ रही है. ओ चंगा पुत्र हैप्पी. आप अपनी म्यूट कर लो पुत्र. ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ? ಆಯ್ತಮ್ಮ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ. मिस पुष्पा जी IAS जाओ हो गया आप IAS. मैं आशीर्वाद आपके साथ है. So unlike other subjects like philosophy, it's all your conviction, your belief. So is other subjects, psychology and all. It's all your opinions. Here there's no opinion. It's a fact, a hard fact as you mentioned. You have diagrams, you have flow chart. In fact, I'll show you one flow chart in a few minutes from now. We'll be answering one question. A geopolitics question I'll show you. I'll show you how the flow chart can be drawn. And a map-based question also scoring. And map, I told you, draw a map, you get 1 to 1.5 marks additional. Let's choice of opinions or interpretation. 40% syllabus from essay, GS1 and GS3 papers. Helps in interview. Now look at the cons of it. What is the disadvantage of geography? Sir, आप अच्छे बातें बता जा रहे हैं. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ವಿಷಯ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. Geography ಏನು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, disadvantage ಇಲ್ಲವಾ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. The biggest negative of geography is that it's rather huge syllabus to be admitted. But we have ways to make it break into 5 units. Location, region, place, movement, human environment interaction. The whole of geography will be divided into the 5 units. What all the topics we get in the 5, we'll do it in the first chapter itself. So you can easily remember and not that difficult as such. The common subject is immense when compared to some other subjects. Yeah, close to 3,000 students opt geography. Close to 3,000. That's a rough number I'm giving you. It could be reducing, it could be more, because students, especially from technical backgrounds, they're taking mathematics, they're taking physics, and all the subjects. So, possibly it can have. Now, basic books, NCERT 11th and 12th class textbooks. You have geography there. You can buy them, prepare them for the fundamental. Geography made simple by Rupa Publication, volume 1 and 2 is also available. Never mind, we'll give you that. We'll have a library in the institute for geography optional. We'll have all the books here, but only for reference. Hello. Only for reference. Otherwise, they are available. We can. Now, go Zhou Shenglong certificate book, very small book, very, very brief description, easy to understand. But I cannot promise by long book you can prepare and you can pass. It's only for basic aspects. Nevertheless, I'll give you one more book. I'll be giving you one more book called the Dictionary of Geography that should help you with terminologies. Whenever you're preparing, you have a doubt, you can always go to the book and refer to it. Now, physical Geography with Savinder Singh. If one wants to avoid special books of physical geography syllabus, there are 5 special books on Savinder Singh, have certain specific chapters which are not covered through the above mentioned books. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಬುಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸವಿಂದರ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ ಓದ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಓದ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಫೋಟೋ ಕಾಪಿ ತಗೊಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಅದು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಕಾಫಿ ಮೇನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವರಿಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಮನಿ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್, but should be handy to all the people. You want a relevant chapter, you can go take a photocopy and bring it back the book to. That allowance is given to you. Or you can sit and write down. You can refer to the books. While preparing answer, you can refer to as much material as possible. But when you're writing your answer, you should be without any reference to a particular book. Okay. Right. Covering of physical geography textbook cover almost 80% of physical geography, that is physical geomorphology, geomagnetism, everything. And for other topics of physical geography syllabus, one has to refer to book 2-3 chapters from each of the below books. One can take photocopy of select chapters from libraries and study rather than buying the books. That would be my advice. A book खरीदने से अच्छा photocopy ले लो, सस्ते में पड़ जाएगा आपको. I would never ask anyone to buy books. Attend the classes regularly. I'll give all the class notes. All these books are in the library with us. Whenever you come to institute, come, attend the class, learn it, refer to the books, learn it, and go back. And mandatory, every day you write 2 essays and leave the classroom. You're not here, you're somewhere, you're online. There's nothing that I can do. I can only ask you to submit your essays before a particular time. Today we discussed a question. By 5 o'clock the class ended. Tomorrow you have time till 12 noon. By 12 noon you have to submit your answer to the particular designated email ID I'll give you. If you're their person, you can give the answer sheet to me. I'll evaluate and give it to you in front of you. So books, Geomorphology by Savinder Singh, by far the best. Kullar, Madhusan are good, but this is in detail by Savinder Singh. Oceanography by Savinder Singh, Climatology by Savinder Singh, are all the books. Right. Now, I'll be giving you one question. How the UPSC mains question appears. How does the question look like? How to draw a flow chart diagram and how to write the answer. I've shown you here and we'll see. What do you think will be India's role in the contemporary geopolitical scenario? The question is worded like this. You don't have much time to react. Definitely out of blue, you have to answer this. This is in front of you here. You can see technology helps location. Location is added to physical geography. Physical geography is added to anthropogeography. Anthropogeography is the kind of human beings we are. Again, technology helps these 3 aspects of it. And these 3 are added and are giving to this. They give to strategic cultures. That's what human geography is all about. They give to conditions, intervening variables, and outcomes are there. Then the national power, security threat, national expansion, international cooperation. If you can memorize it and you can give me this picture, the evaluator would be very, very well versed that you have command on the subject. The question we are asking and a question you are giving. Now, having a look at this picture, the way you would draw, it doesn't take more than 2 minutes for you to draw this small boxes, pen, marking and writing. You can use sketch pen, jo bhi karna hai kar lo. There's no barring it. If you can afford sketch pens, if you can afford good pens, you can do it. A different color pens would do wonderful. For these arrows and all, you can use different colors. Now, how would your answer template look like? How should your answer look like to get more marks? If I were you, I would written like this. This question nanga barta idre, nan exam nalli kootkondidre, ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. In a broader context, geopolitics are the political type of geo-adaptation of society. That's my opinion. How you adapt, how you change, From this perspective, it suggested the following idealized types of geopolitical models are identified, namely natural geographical, socio-geographical, activity-related, and chronomic time-related geopolitical. Now, this particular opening gives one is the diagram, second is your language, your simplicity in explaining. No confusion whatsoever. Next paragraph would start. Geopolitics, another geographic influence on power relationship in the international relations. Because asking about geopolitical theory, it will be international relations. The word geopolitics was originally coined by Swedish political scientist Rudolf Kilgen about the turn of 20th century. It used spread throughout the Europe in the period between World War I and II. So slowly go into history and come out. And came into worldwide using the latter. In contemporary discourse, geopolitics has been widely employed as a loose synonym for international politics. There you can give an example of BRT, Mackinder theory, Heartland theory, World Island, what all that we can say, we can use it. That's how we can sum it up the answer. How the language should be, how the interpretation should be, and how to score more marks in geography. So, I rest this here, the presentation. You can ask me questions either online. I'm ready to take. Here as well, we have three gentlemen. They can also ask questions. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Apart from what I discussed. ನೀವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ನಾನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. जो कुछ भी आपको पूछना है बिल्कुल बेझिझक पूछ सकते बेटा, मैं आपके यहाँ सारे सवालों की जवाब दे दूंगा. तब तक मैं थोड़ा पानी पी लूंगा. मिस कावेरी मनसलायो मनसलाई in the morning Manslayo.
Manslai, sir.
Manslai. Don't expect I don't know Malayalam, but I only this much because I had my sister officer, Miss Reshma Nair. She used to call me Cheta. I used to call her Chechi.
Okay, sir.
A very good lady. Very good lady. Nandan, welcome, but almost at the end of the thing. Mr. Praveen Ganijit. Any questions, madam?
No, sir. As of now.
As of now, you don't have it. Is it clear to you now?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, very good. Mr. Rakesh Kumar? Okay, it's not done. Ms. Purvika Lokesh?
I'm clear as well, sir. Thank you.
Oh, very wonderful. Ms. Purvika, Haley.
Sir, how to make a notes from current affairs for a geography optional?
For geography optional dynamic part, you should refer to all the science and technology, everything. Because I'll be giving you one particular set, which all the topics which would directly have a geographical impact. For example, you talk about Russia-Ukraine war. You're reading that. Technically, we all say that it's an international relation topic, nothing to do with geography. But no, I would look at it from a geographical angle. Why Russia want to enter Ukraine? Any other reason? Apart from Chernobyl and all that? Most importantly, it would be because of the warm ocean. Russia doesn't have any warm ocean. Point number one. Then Budapest Convention. Budapest Convention, all the NATO members, including Russia, convinced Ukraine to give up nuclear arms. That would be international relation perspective. But geographical perspective would be the warm ocean purpose. The questions come under geography, we'll learn, look at that way. Again, in training that Miss Purvika, I can't offhand say that it's very easy to write down, but for that you should attend more sessions. Yeah. Yes, for everything you should have a geographical perspective. ಅದು ಒಂದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕ ವಿಷಯ ಆದ್ರೂ ಭೌಗೋಳಿಕ ವಿಷಯ ಆದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. But again, it needs some practice, but often I can't give a comment. Yeah. Only 4 of you are there. And you 3 boys, anything to ask? All clear? Confused? Utterly confused. Confused. They are confident, but all the three boys sitting in front of me, they said they have understood it. Right. So it was almost a 2-hour session. I have taken enough time of yours. We'll be in touch with each other through Topper IAS, Mr. Somashekhara will be in touch with you and me and other classes as well. They'll be getting in touch with me, and whenever the time comes, because today is Sunday, Tuesday afternoon I'll be flying to Kolkata and I'll be there for about 12 days. I have to run one geography session there. So I'll complete it and come back. But in the meantime, you make up your mind, and a good number, about 20 plus candidates for geography optional. But definitely start at the earliest, and we try to complete your geography optional at the earliest so that you can have a lot of time for preparation. But the conditions remain same. Let me repeat. You will not be spared for not writing the essay questions in the classroom. Take it easy, take lightly are not my way of dealing. I would be very harsh on you, very hard on you. I insist that you learn every day and come to class, prepare well and perform. That way you will not get any leniency. There are girls, there are boys, I don't care. When I teach all of you equally, I want all the performance equally back. Any questions? Better not have. So thank you very much for being with me. Good day for all of you. Enjoy your Sunday. I took your Sunday morning, but that was necessary. So take care of yourselves, young ones. So, yeah, Miss Asha, any questions to ask? अच्छा योर अच्छा अच्छा अपनी लड़की है अच्छा वो जा रही है so I thought she's a student. So take care of all of you. Bye bye. I thought you were a student. So I was not completed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You
Thank you.
really? You really want to thank me? Seriously? You are really coming?